At the outbreak of the First World War, the Hartlepools, as it was then known, was a major northeast port and shipbuilding centre, home to the world-renowned Irving's and William Grey shipyards. By 1914, these two companies had between them built over 900 ships, mostly tramp steamers, with many being sold to owners from abroad. The town also boasted a long-established fishing industry and was home to a number of large, well-known shipping companies, such as Furness Withy, Ropners, and the West Hartlepool Steam Navigation Company. As a result, almost every family in the town had links with the sea, with many having relatives serving in the Merchant Navy, local fishing fleets, and also in the Royal Navy. Not surprisingly, within this close-knit community, the loss of every local ship and crewman deeply affected a great many people. By 1917, German U-boats and mines were sinking more British ships than could be built to replace them, and food became scarce. Rationing was introduced in 1918. By the end of the war, over 2,500 British merchant ships and nearly 800 fishing vessels had been sunk, with a loss of more than 17,000 lives, civilian lives. The Hartlepools suffered their share of these losses. Over 400 ships, built or owned in the town, were sunk and more than 260 Hartlepool sailors lost their lives, the majority with no other grave than the sea. Sailing on slow, unarmed merchant ships, often in difficult living and working conditions, their actions were every bit as selfless and courageous as the soldiers fighting on the Western Front, yet their stories are all but forgotten or overlooked. Heroism and Heartbreak aims to rediscover and retell these stories, but we need your help. Our project volunteers and library staff can help you track down and combine your ancestors' maritime war record with your own family photographs, postcards, letters and diaries to create a unique and lasting family memorial, a talking history. Supplemented by material from local library, museum and archive collections, together with rarely seen photographs and records from scuba divers around the world, each talking history will respect and commemorate the sacrifices made by the town's seafarers, who all too often gave their lives with little or no recognition. But the sea also brought the war directly into the town. On the 16th of December 1914, a German naval squadron bombarded the town, firing over 1,000 heavy caliber shells into homes, schools and workplaces. This bombardment killed 119 people, wounded 500 more, and left physical scars on buildings that can still be seen today. The invaluable contribution made by the women of the town is also greatly overlooked, even though large numbers took on the jobs of the men who had gone away to war. They endured gruelling working conditions, particularly in the shipyards and munitions factories, while at the same time struggling to maintain an ordinary family life. Heroism and Heartbreak aims to rediscover and retell their stories too. We would love to hear from anyone with a photograph, postcard, letter or diary from a friend or relative who lived in the Hartlepools during the First World War, particularly those who served at sea, either in the Merchant Navy, Royal Navy or local fishing fleets. You can contact us by email, telephone, post or by simply calling into Hartlepool Central Library.